Now, on a side note, I did a reaction video to his animations. His animations are, honestly, for a free-to-play unit, they're fire. They are fire. He's got that going for him. And we know Dokkan is not just about how good a unit is. Sometimes you got to take a look at what their super attack looks like. His super attacks are superb. The shots and the fact, you know, when he does his hand, it does a snapshot to the enemy that he's doing a tri-beam to. That's sick. I have to say that. That's a side note, but that is sick. I love the fact that this TN has a great super attack animation. Moving on to the actual unit here. He does have a decent leader skill in this Saiyan Saga leader skill category. Key +3 in HP and attack and defense plus 130%. That's definitely runnable. Obviously not in the current meta, but in certain situations where you might need a Saiyan Saga lead and you don't have the Raditz, or I think Raditz is the only one. Let's look it up real quick. I think Raditz is the only one. Oh, Yamcha, which he hasn't come out yet on global. He's only out on JP. But we also have this LR, Goku and Piccolo as well. Oh, I guess, okay. Nappa, he actually leads. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here. Okay, he has the same category lead and the same amount of HP and attack and defense. But he's a banner unit, so not everyone's going to have this Nappa. So if you need to run a Saiyan Saga team, this Prime Battle LRTN is at least free to play. So that's what he's got that going for him. But on his super attack, he causes colossal damage to enemy and lowers attack on his 12 key. I know they're slating units like this to eventually get their EZA, but I don't see the reason why he can't at least, raise defense for one turn on his 12 key, raise attack and defense for one turn on his 12 key. That's all I would ask for personally, because it's his 12 key. You don't want it to be like too powerful or anything like that, although he's a free-to-play unit. But something to add to this 12 key right here, an effect somewhere in the beginning of this, kind of like his ultra super attack. You greatly raises attack for one turn. Not the best thing, but at least it's something. In this current meta, you want defense, but you're not always going to be using these types of units in the current meta events. That being said, even though he doesn't have an effect on his super attack or 12 key super attack, and only greatly raises attack for one turn on his 18 key. Oh, and he's sacrificing 5 HP? Oh, that's a bummer. That's a huge bummer. When you're using him in events that aren't, the current meta events, he could be pretty decent. Let's go ahead and move on to his passive skill here. Key +3 for 10 turns from the start of turn. Only for 10 turns? Key +3 for 10 turns when there's an extreme class enemy once only. So does this stack? So technically, if there's an extreme class enemy, does he get 6 key for 10 turns? That's not bad, but it's only for 10 turns. I'm going to read the rest of his passive before I make any assumptions here. Attack and defense plus 103,000. Now, this really bothers me. Now, understand that Prime Battle LRs back in the day had these flat numbers, no percentages. It's understandable because, they were shifting into the percentage meta where, this 103,000 would be, 50% or something like that. The fact that he came out just when did he come out? 4th of August, 2022. On Japan, and then 12th of December 2022, so almost 2023. He was almost a 2023 unit, and he still has flat numbers. To me, this is unacceptable. Now, on a side note, I did a reaction video to his animations. His animations are, honestly, for a free-to-play unit, they're fire. They are fire. He's got that going for him, and we know Dokkan is not just about how good a unit is. Sometimes you got to take a look at what their super attack looks like. His super attacks are superb. The shots and the fact, when he does his hand, it does a snapshot to the enemy that he's doing a tri-beam to. That's sick. I have to say that. That's a side note, but that is sick. I love the fact that this TN has a great super attack animation. And then this TN is getting plus an additional attack and defense plus 10,300. Once again, the flat numbers, it bothers me. With each attack performed up to 103,000. We'll go ahead and move on. Launches an additional super attack when HP is 80% or more. I do like that. That's actually pretty good. So if you get his 18 key off, obviously he's sacrificing HP. He greatly raises attack for 1 turn, and he gets this guaranteed additional, oh, where is it? Guaranteed additional super attack when HP is 80% or more. I think that's pretty good because once he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, and then he gets that extra super attack, which means he's going to do his 12 key, he's also lowering attack, which is not the best effect and not the most effective effect you can have on a super attack, but is better than nothing. And the fact that you can get his 18 key off and have that extra attack boost for his 12 key is pretty decent, I would say. And then he launches an additional attack when HP is 50% or more. I'm guessing just a melee attack. I don't know if that actually has a chance of becoming a super attack. I don't know. Medium chance of performing a critical hit when performing an ultra super attack. Great chance of performing a critical hit if HP is 50% or less when performing an ultra super attack. So this guy's like a min-max type of unit, almost. So medium chance of performing a critical hit. So that would be what? 30% chance, and then great chance 70%. Wow. Great chance is 70% chance? Okay. Yeah, because it's medium chance, high chance, great chance. Okay. So if he's 50% HP or less, he has that 70% chance to crit. That's actually pretty good. Okay. But the thing is, if you're doing his 18 key, you're sacrificing 5% more HP when you're already down below 50%. So that could be a bummer, and that's why I don't like this. I feel like it just hinders him. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I really don't. This guy's definitely slated for an EZA sometime in the future, for sure. I don't know how soon. I feel like, you know, he's a free-to-play unit, so it could be sooner rather than later. Possibly. Who knows? Or maybe when they have another, you know, Sand Saga celebration of some sort down the road, maybe in this year or maybe next year. But he's definitely slated for an EZA. I'll be honest, he does have a decent kit to go off of. I feel like his base kit is more than okay, and they could definitely build on it with his EZA. I feel like he has a lot of potential as an EZA unit. You know, he's decent the way he is, but definitely not the best with the flat numbers and, you know, sacrificing 5% HP. I feel like with the EZA, maybe they could take that down to like 2% HP or even 3% HP, or even just take that away altogether. I seriously doubt they'll do that, but, you know, maybe greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn when he gets his EZA eventually. I know it's a little early to talk about his EZA, but since it's a unit discussion, why not? And then, you know, raise attack and defense for 1 turn on his 12 key would be fantastic. And then the last part of his passive, he gets key plus 10 when HP is 30% or less. So lots of thresholds, lots of conditions for the key, you know, for more key, but key plus 10, it's actually, what? Hold up. Once again, this right here. Okay, so he's 30% HP or less, right? He gets key plus 10 for that. You don't want to be doing a super, you know, not super, but his ultra super attack is 18 key when he's at 30% or less, but you're most likely going to automatically have his 18 key depending on, you know, what other partners he's linked with, what other units he's linked with at the time, and what key he's getting from that. And you're still sacrificing HP. It just, no. I honestly don't like that. This is so bad how disconnected this passive is with, you know, this super attack. It is so bad in my opinion. But you're obviously entitled to your opinion, and I would like to know those opinions down in the comments below for sure. His active skill, he causes ultimate damage to enemy, key plus 10, and and defense plus a 30% for 1 turn. That's actually pretty good. I like that. And then his condition is can be activated when HP is 50% or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Terrible. Absolutely trash. I don't like it, which means you're not going to be getting it too often, but it's better than 30% or less or 40% or less. So yeah, I guess he has that going for him. And then his link skills are Z Fighters, Crane School. Crane School is kind of it's very unique to Tien and maybe a few other units. Let's actually take a look at it real quick. Crane School. And it's only giving you attack. Yeah. Look at that. Yep. Literally Tien's and General Tao. Mercenary Tao. Solid support. Pretty good. Telepathy. What are we looking at here? Key +2 and chance of performing a critical hit +5%. Literally Tien's and Chaozu's. Okay. Alright. So Crane School and Telepathy, pretty dead links. Shocking speeds, decent. Shattering limits, pretty good. And of course, legendary power. Z Fighters gives you attack. And you have some good selection there. So I mean, his link set is not the worst it could be. It's just that Crane School and Telepathy are completely dead links. They're just not useful at all. Unless you're running them with another Tien or Chaozu, which you're probably not. So, and then his categories are Worthy Rivals, Final Trump Card, Earthlings, Bond of Friendship, Sand Saga, and Earthbred Fighters. I mean, he's helping out Final Trump Card, helping out Worthy Rivals, Bond of Friendship for sure, and then Earthlings, of course. So those smaller categories can definitely use the buff. I feel like even as bad as this Tien is right now, you know, on paper here, I feel like those smaller categories with this Tien, it's actually a win. It's actually a win because, you know, he's still adding some value to those smaller categories that need it.